How's it going, everyone? Nathan back with another Showdown Live. Been a little while since I did one of these, so I'm looking forward to getting back into it with a team that I've been recommending on my Discord for a while. It comes to us courtesy of Anti-Tacomo, who used it in the OLT ladder tournament. Really cool team, and I put a little bit of sauce on it, just a little bit of ketchup, just a wee bit of sauce. We threw on this cool Lumberry Acrobatics Zeraora set. Now, you trade knockoff for it, and instead of bulk up, you would probably have Volt Switch normally. But the advantage of this set is that the grass types that normally, the bulky grass types that normally wall Zeraora and might threaten it with status, like your Tangrowth, your Amoonguss, and I've even had it happen with Whimsicott. They status you absorb it with a Lumberry, you get a free bulk up, and your Acrobatics is super powerful now and a really great coverage move when combined with Close Combat and Plasma Fist. So it's a really cool set. And I'm optimistic to see how it goes today. We do worry about Dragon Bolt. We definitely worry about Hippowdon, but I've left my opponent waiting here too long. We got to look at the lead matchup. Taking a look at the team, we see the Rhyperior. It seems to be an obvious rocker, unless it's the Blissey. You never know. If it's not the rocker, then it's definitely Choice Bandit, and that'd be very scary. Besides that, though, I think Komodo's got a great matchup versus Gengar. It's okay versus Amoonguss. We're definitely going to be looking to get a Zeraora matchup going on there. It's going to get Brox for free versus everything else, though, so I can't see a reason not to go with this. And Komodo is also a very good star of this team with the Iron Defense set. Someone on my Discord asked me for a cool Iron Defense sort of pivot Komodo that I've talked about before, and this was the one that came to mind. And so we threw this together. I think this is normally Stealth Rock, or Toxic here. I think that's probably a little bit better, but Iron Defense gives this team a little bit more sweeping potential because there's lots of very powerful Pokemon on it, more of a bulky offense set, but all told, not as much sweeping potential beyond Zeraora and kind of Primarina. But I don't really have a swap in for the Spore. I don't want to go straight to Zeraora. That's not going to give us that much. I want to wait for that opportunity later on down the road. I think let's go Rocks, and this isn't the absolute worst thing to be asleep. We're going to Toxicus instead, which, I don't know if I care that much either. That means we have to find another candidate for a Spore, which really blows. Maybe Clefable. It's not going to have to do too much against this team. Yeah, I guess Clefable's the pick. And if we see the Corviknight, then I'll just trick it on their defog, which is great because we have a Scarf on here. I actually don't like Scarf on this Clefable on this team because I meant to change it before the live, frankly. Because this team has a lot of offense. You want to get going quick, and that extra turn to send a trick going isn't optimal. You usually want to get this Clefable in and send it back out very quickly, but that's fine. We're going to get Trick It. They're locked into defog. I wonder what they'll do now. I'd be surprised if they stay in. If they defog twice in a row, that'd be pretty crazy. So Thunderwave doesn't make a lot of sense. If I'm them, I'm going to maybe Rhyperior as a bit of a more passive move, or my Gengar as a more offensive move. Blissey and Amoonguss are good swap-ins too. There's no shortage of good Clefable swap-ins. So we want something that beats all that. And honestly, Komodo seems like the answer. Once again, let's rotate back out here, get our rocks back up. I'll be very interested to see if this Blissey uses Stealth Rock itself, because that would just tell us a lot about the Rhyperior, and that would tell me that I probably need to keep Corviknight healthy. I'm not sure. We see the Gengar, and I think I'm gonna Earthquake here because we resist the Shadow Ball and Sludge Wave. Okay, and according to this, Sludge Wave isn't really something of a big concern for us either. So unless they're just trying to bait out some toxic damage and get a really obvious Earthquake here, they're gonna trick us, which is good. But I think they're gonna trade a Gengar. Okay, not quite, but they get the Disable too, which is a really fortunate. That's the cool thing about Cursed Body trick users. You can sometimes get that effect. But okay, that's fine. We can work with this. We'll go to Corviknight on... You can't substitute, which is good too. The Sludge Wave, okay, I get that correct. No U-turn here, so I'm just gonna Brave Bird. In fact, this Brave Bird seems very good versus this team in general. Again, if that does result in Banded Rhyperior, I don't love how hurt our own Corviknight is here. We're absolutely gonna see defog here. And I'm thinking this is the time to go to our Zeraora. I'm thinking this is the time, because if I'm them, I am swapping straight to my Amoonguss to get some status going. So let's give it a whirl. And if we get that up, then I'm not sure if we Oko Rhyperior. They might go straight to Rhyperior. If that's the case, then we look dumb. We kind of look dumb. If I were them, I would have gone Amoonguss, probably, because we got that Regenerator in case I went straight for Close Combat on the read. But no, this is a fair play by them. I think I'll go with Komodo here. The Earthquake. I'm not sure if that's banded damage. We should check that out for sure, because that's been my big fear, of course, this whole time. Okay, that does suggest to me that's banded. So I think Corviknight's the play here. They make a good double here. We'll Roost because we'll lose momentum here on this U-turn, but this gives us a somewhat more comfortable swap in for the Rhyperior, because it kind of terrifies me that we've confirmed what its set is. And I might actually body press now that we've gotten into the situation. I'm very surprised I didn't go Volcarona there. We don't have a lot to deal with Volcarona. It kind of scares me, especially with a weakened Komodo. They're going to Stone Edge. Does a lot, but now I can Roost and really tank it quite easily. I'll do it one more time just to get up to full. Maybe unnecessary. Yeah, that was going to invite in the Volcarona. Brave Bird would have been such a good read there, but a little bit obvious in retrospect. I doubt that they run Giga Drain. Giga Drain seems very out of meta right now. So Primarina seems good. That seems to me that it is a Specs Volcarona if you're running Overheat nowadays. I don't know, that's kind of wild. I can do a substitute Calm Mindset, but it seems like it would be too obvious for Blissey there. I can't see them going to anyone else, so let's just make a double swap that beats out Blissey. In which case we're gonna go to, it's not great. It's really not great because Zeraora definitely wants to bulk up on it, but that's gonna re-invite in the Rhyperior. I'll probably go straight to Zeraora and just rip a close combat. We won't get the Amoonguss this time, but we'll close combat here. Bulk up again. I love it in case they try to go for status right here like a Toxic. I love that idea. But I just want to slowly chip this Rhyperior down because it's too scary right now. It's too scary. I'm shivering. Maybe we'll see. Okay, they're just gonna let it die. Great. Now Primarina's looking very poised. I'll go back to Corviknight. Seems fine. They have Heat Crash. Interesting. Let's go to Komodo then. We kept it as a sack. Maybe the sack straight up would have been the better play. But oh well. Or I could have even body pressed there, and that would have put it in range for Zeraora to clean up. But you know, we got a whole Primarina here. We got a whole Primarina, and I don't see a very comfortable Scald swap in. They should absolutely be going to Amoonguss here. So I'm gonna make the crazy double switch. Let's go to Zeraora. We'll set up a scenario I want really badly. They're gonna go to Corviknight. Let's close combat here. Oh, they stay in. Oh, this is aggressive. What are they gonna click? The U-turn. Very aggressive play. Very aggressive. But still, our Zeraora is still poised to sweep here. It's already done a lot of good work. And we're very like a +1 bulk up. If we can get even a little bit of chip is gonna be very threatening for our opponent. Aegislash isn't doing too much. If they just Heat Crash us here, it's not the end of the world. If they Earthquake us, it's not the end of the world either. They do Heat Crash. Not too bad. They'll let this thing in. My opponent refuses to really respect my swaps here, so I'm gonna go for they go Amoonguss. Come on. How are you gonna do that to us? I think I could just Calm Mind on them and okay, they're gonna go Corviknight. I don't get what's going on. Are we what ladder is our opponent? 1494. I mean, we've been climbing. I'm at 1540 ourselves, but they just let their Corviknight die here. What's the play? Amoonguss? No, they're gonna go Volcarona and eat this Scald? Bug Buzz isn't helping you. If I'm my opponent, I'm going to Amoonguss there and I'm Giga Draining, unless they don't have it. Okay, I guess Primarina's gonna win it, which is unfortunate because I was really hoping for a sick Zeraora sweep. Oh well. Rhyperior arrives. Is it faster? No, it's not faster, unless it was Scarf the whole time. Again, you got an Amoonguss there, man. It resists both of my stabs. Why are you saving that for the final countdown here? I don't get it. Okay, so Primarina steals the show, unfortunately. Foul play. Does it really not have a grass move? That is a gutsy play in no, or a poison move. It doesn't have because a poison move would also be super effective. Kind of baffling. Not what I was hoping for when I loaded up this team, but we're gonna get it this time. If I made that second double switch on the Zeraora, maybe then we would have gotten our scenario, but I wouldn't be surprised if that thing was choice band foul play for all I know, because that was all they were clicking there. But yeah, you can see what I mean. This team is not as immaculate as our Reuniclus bulky offense that I do still want to play again because it's still so fun, at least before DLC drops. But it does have a lot of offense, and once you get that Zeraora going, there's really not a lot that can threaten it, especially when you get the boost of the defense there. Okay, but meanwhile, we're going to see a terrifyingly offensive team from our opponent. Clefable, I think, is a very likely start because it might have Stealth Rock, but lately when I've been predicting the Stealth Rock leads, it just hasn't been panning out, so I want to just make sure I get something that gives me some sort of option against all of these. So realistically, I'm not well, Corviknight, I was about to say I'm not leading Corviknight, but it's not bad versus almost all of these, right? Because I can take no damage from Clefable. I can even defog the rocks. I can body press or Shifu and tank at least one, but I'm not sure if I would because I want to keep this thing healthy for Rillaboom. Hydreigon, not great, but I could, again, theoretically body press. Fantastic versus Rillaboom, fantastic versus Scizor, and not even bad versus Mimikyu. So Corviknight is a really, really compelling lead. Komodo, meanwhile, don't like it here, like it there, don't like it here, fine, fine, bad. Komodo's good too, and it gets us rocks, which is probably more advantageous than a Corviknight without U-turn as far as lead matchups go. Clefable, meanwhile, I don't want to risk it getting into a situation where, like, if it was a Rillaboom, I'd be compelled to stay. I don't like it in these matchups. So no, there's no way I'm doing Clefable. Aegislash, no, I don't want to run into this thing. I don't run into a knockoff. Probably a knockoff too. You never know. Zeraora in general, I don't know if this is gonna be its game either, sadly. And the problem is, if you can't get off that Lumberry, it's actually like it just loses a huge amount of coverage. But and Primarina looks okay too. I'm gonna have to go with Corviknight. We took a long time about that one, but I'm hard pressed to say no to Corviknight. And we do run into the Clefable. That's gonna probably go for rocks right away. I'll Brave Bird, get a little bit of chip, not much. It's gonna be probably full Fizz Def. It's Flamethrower, so they probably don't have a rocker. Oh my gosh, what a world we live in. And I can't even really comfortably swap to Aegislash either, because I bet it's got Thunderbolt for coverage too. Well, I'm gonna go to Primarina on the Flamethrower. A soft boiled. Interesting. Interesting. Well, again, Zeraora is not that good, so I think Thunderbolt is coming this turn. Well, because most pure Life Orb Clefables run 3 attacks, but lately you've been seeing a little bit of like Life Orb 2 attacks. In that case, they don't have Thunderbolt, in which case I kind of wall them. But I'm still gonna take a gamble and go to Zeraora, predicting a Thunderbolt. Okay, we get that right. Don't want to just Plasma Fist right away. Again, like, this thing is not very good versus Rillaboom either if they go straight to Rillaboom, because Acrobatics is only 55. We really want to lose this Lumberry. I don't even see an opponent that would give us status, so this is exactly why this Pokemon scares me. They Moonblast, fair, makes sense. This might kill. I think it's an offensive set. I wouldn't be surprised if this kills. But yeah, so far this Zeraora would have had a fantastic matchup if it was like Life Orb bulk up and knockoff instead of Acrobatics, but there was not much it was doing there. But maybe I should have kept it for these two for revenges. I thought that would do so much more. This is a bewildering set, and it's really done a number on our team. Let's just Flash Cannon. Let's not overthink things. They go to Hydreigon here. We have a whole Clefable, but Primarina seems better. They go to Rillaboom, great double switch, very good. Now our Corviknight is really in trouble too, so that's not great. Komodo is tanky enough that it should be able to hold most things pretty well. If I can kill this Hydreigon, Iron Defense becomes okay. Mimikyu, of course, is still a 4x effectiveness, but it becomes okay. But I don't think this is really its matchup to pop off on either. Okay, we get up rocks, luckily. I'm expecting a Dragon move unless they make another great double swap. I'm just gonna underpredict here and just go for Primarina. I don't want to get too crazy. They make the same double switch, great, well done. I'm expecting a knockoff. Okay, this if I make it this wrong, I'm gonna look like an idiot and lose the game. But they've been over predicting every game, and here we go. When your opponent is too quick on the over predict, I can kind of justify that. Let's Scald. Okay. 45 and a burn. That's rough. That's a Hurts donut. Let's go to Corviknight. Maybe I should be keeping it for one of these guys still, but this will probably be a 2 KO now with Life Orb. Yeah, this worked out pretty nicely. That thing's gonna die. Now we're in another lead matchup situation. So rough start, very, very rough start. Like Clefable did a number on us. I can't believe people are running 6 offensive Mons and no Stealth Rock. It's just the height of disrespect. But I think my play is Komodo because it's okay versus these two. Or Clefable. Clefable's good too because it's got an okay matchup versus all 3 of these. And Scizor, so it's 3 of the 4 it's good against. Whereas Komodo is good again against the 3 of the 4, but I'm not getting much against Scizor, for example. No hazard removal on this team either, which is, unless the Hydreigon's got Defog. Aegislash is not looking great in this matchup in general, especially when you consider that I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 of them have a dark type move. Primarina, yeah, okay, so it's one of these two. Oh, I'm not expecting Scizor. Okay, we get it right. I'm gonna trick because I'm expecting the Scizor, and a Scarf Scizor I am a-okay with. You would have to be crazy to knock off here. And I know my opponent's being over predicting, but if they get locked into a non-knockoff move here, okay, they go Hydreigon. They're really being aggressive with their swaps, and I actually think that's very respectable. Maybe this is the first turn they stay in with their Hydreigon. They have yet to click a move on Hydreigon. They made a double swap every single time. Okay, they do this. I'm gonna Moonblast. I don't want to overthink this. I know we live out anything. Scizor tanks it pretty well, but it's pretty well crippled, especially with Rock Step. It's taking 12% every swap in. Don't want to Scald. I predict an over prediction here, and we don't really fear Bullet Punch too much. Yeah, I thought they'd predict the Aegislash here. Let this be a warning to all of you that over prediction is an evil thing, and now we can substitute completely freely. They don't have any Dragapult to hit us beyond the substitute either. Don't want to Calm Mind. In 15. No, if I'm them, I'm knocking off. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna get off a free Moonblast. Really nice. Hydreigon makes an appearance. Is it finally gonna click a move after all this time? Okay, there it is. We still got a fully healthy Clefable for Urshifu, which I love. I think I got a Moonblast here. I was worried about the Swords Dance, but maybe Aegislash Shadow Sneak can do it. It's choice specs, but I don't know. Gotta sack this here. It's Grassy Glide, which is very comforting. I'm gonna go to Komodo. Let's keep it simple, stupid. Let's body press. Superpower comes out. That's a-okay. That's a-okay. And we'll body press here. Not let them set up too much. Even with one bulk up. Oh, Drain Punch. That's scary. Okay, we're okay. I'm pretty sure they need a crit on. Okay, they forfeit. Yeah, they needed a crit on Poison Jab, or they needed the Iron Head Flinch. So we won that one. That worked out okay. But yeah, cutting it a bit short here, but I do have to finish there. Again, I'm sorry we didn't really get to show the Zeraora too much. Maybe I'll play this team again. I do like playing the same team multiple times. But I still think you guys get the idea that if the first opponent had played with that Amoonguss a little bit more, I don't want to say correctly, but at least predictably, you would have definitely seen that Zeraora popped off, maybe gotten a little bit of a sweep going. Obviously, interesting team. But I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. I'll make sure to play this team more in the future. And again, with that Reuniclus team, that was a super fun one too. But I'll see you next time. Take it easy.